Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. I find myself today in quite good spirits indeed, today being the 16th of November, 2022. It is the morning here in Tokyo. And a few hours ago, the Criterion Collection on its website made its announcement with regard to its planned releases for 2023 February. So if you're interested in what those releases are, you can of course take a look at the Criterion Collection website directly for more information, specifications, planned cover art, little write-ups about the plots themselves, etc., special feature plans, etc., etc. It's a very exciting bunch of titles, again, planned for February 2023 release. If it's okay with you, I'd like to take this opportunity to share with you some thoughts and comments that I have regarding this very interesting selection of releases. So let us talk about the planned releases from Criterion for February 2023. Interested in finding out more specific information about each of these titles, please feel free, of course, to take a look at the Criterion Collection website directly for more information. And if you would like to talk about these titles further, I hope to be able to talk about them on my channel if and when they arrive at my doorstep upon pre-order. And so I'm very much looking forward to discussing these where the possibility presents itself, or where the opportunity presents itself. But in the meantime, right now, these are just my initial impressions. And of course, they might change depending on how we interact with the actual item, as I say, as it if and when it arrives in the mail. But now let's just share our initial impressions of these titles, because again, I think it's a very interesting bunch of releases. And so let us begin at the beginning here, which is what looks to be the planned release for February 7th, 2023. And this is a set which already appears in the Criterion Collection already, under possible options of Blu-ray or DVD. But this time it looks like February 7th, 2023, we will see a new format option, a 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo option of this work, or this set, which is Trois Couleurs, or Three Colors. This is the Krzysztof Kieślowski work, or set of works. Again, there's in English they are known as blue, white, and red, or bleu, blanc, and rouge. And these are very towering and quite emotionally resonant and resonating and significant and very awe-inspiring works, each operating individually, and also in a very intriguing and quite delicate way, also operating in terms of a type of interconnectivity that serves to further the intrigue in the context of plot and space and design, but also it serves as well to say augment, or to further elaborate upon, or to further explore concepts of a very sort of soulful and spiritual thematic nature that has to do with the existences and lives of these characters that we meet, as well as the choices that they make, as well as the kind of unity or lack of unity, or the type of transcendental sense of oneself vis-a-vis others around oneself. And there is, I think, so much in terms of the openness as well as the communication or lack thereof that creates this grand palette and great design and wonderful rich world, or worlds that are filled with, and that are that have spaces that are lived in by these characters, that are fully rounded, that have their issues, that have their things that they must confront in their lives respectively, and that might be held in a sense of tragic drama that might be held in a sense of everyday modern living. It might be held in a sense of type of dry, witty comedy or dark comedy, or maybe a blend of one or more of these particular tones or styles. In any event, we do have this masterful, towering work, each again operating on its own individual and quite stunning merits, and then also combining to form this truly awe-inspiring, inspirational, and grand design of work that is Kieślowski's Trois couleurs, or three colors. So, as I said, this already exists in the Criterion collection in the various other formats. For example, the Blu-ray set, which is something that I have. But it looks like February 7th, we will be getting this occasion for this 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo option, and I'm looking at the supplements or special features section here. It says 4K UHD and Blu-ray, new 4K digital restorations with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtracks, and it says also in the 4K UHD edition, one 4K UHD disc of each film presented in Dolby Vision HDR, and one Blu-ray of each film with special features. So we will see. It looks to be also that the supplements will maintain a sense of continuity, so it'll be interesting to see what comparisons one can make, if any, between this 4K UHD presentation and the current, say, Blu-ray presentations that, as I say, are already existing in the Criterion Collection catalog as we speak. So this is very exciting news. This is an incredibly significant body of work from a very important filmmaker, and it has a sort of lasting legacy in terms of the way in which it also figures into the career and lifespan and filmography of Kieślowski, as well as the way in which it also not only prefigures his other works, but also serves as almost a type of summation in many ways. And so this is a body of work that is truly, truly phenomenal. And to see this celebrated in this way, or even further celebrated in this way, because it's already being celebrated the world over ever since their release, and ever since they've been released many times over in various forms and in physical media, including the Criterion Collection releases, I should say. Now we have yet another chapter in that ongoing saga of celebrating these works. It's very exciting news indeed. So looking forward to being able to talk to you about this. I haven't spoken, I think, specifically about the Trois couleurs, this trilogy of works. So hopefully when this Blu-ray or this 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo set arrives, I look forward to that opportunity, my dear friends. So this is the Trois couleurs. I should say too that the set is spine number 587, and the individual titles themselves also get their own Blu-ray. I'm sorry, their own spine number. So three colors blue is 588, and then three colors white is 589, and three colors red is 590. And then the set itself, once again, is given the spine number, or it already has a spine number 587. So this is three colors, Trois couleurs. Next, scheduled for release February 14th, 2023, and this is for spine number 1171, and the filmmaker is Franco Zeffirelli, and the name of the work is Romeo and Juliet. So here is the cover art, planned cover art design that you can find on the Criterion website, and it says Romeo and Juliet, the Franco Zeffirelli production on the cover art here, with a picture of it looks like a particular scene from the work itself, with also this scheme here, and font, etc. This is very, very exciting news. It says new 4K digital restoration with uncompressed monaural soundtrack, according to the website, as well as a number of supplements planned. Very exciting news indeed. I should say that I don't own this on any physical media copy currently, but I have seen this a number of times. In fact, I remember the first time I ever saw it was in school, and it was when it was in high school, when in English class, when we were reading the class was reading Shakespeare, and one of the plays that we were reading was indeed Romeo and Juliet. So as part of that study, the teacher showed us Romeo and Juliet, the Zeffirelli version. So ever since then, I've been very, very attached to this work. I've been very enamored by this work, and I think the kind of the way in which the story is captured, the way in which you have this sense of drama and theater, but also a sense of the way it works in the cinematic space, is very endearing, very touching, and it's quite intimate. And so and it's celebrated, I think, the world over for those and many other reasons, of course. So this is incredibly exciting news to see Romeo and Juliet in the Criterion Collection in this manner. New 4K digital restoration, it says. So I'm not sure. I haven't seen this new 4K digital restoration, so I'm not sure. I admit up front that I don't have as full grasp, or I don't have an expertise over, say, the various versions of Romeo and Juliet in terms of presentation details. So I don't know if I'm the best person to ask when it comes to what differences might emerge when one watches this new 4K digital restoration, if at all. But in any event, I'm looking forward to the experience, or reliving this experience of watching this film, because, as I say, I find it quite moving and quite touching, and it does remind me too of when I first saw it way back in whatever it was, in high school. So, Romeo and Juliet, Zeffirelli's Romeo and Juliet. So, very exciting news indeed. Looking forward to this very much. Once again, this is spine number 1171, scheduled for release February 14th. 2023, and February 14th, maybe that is not necessarily coincidental in terms of what the film Romeo and Juliet is and the nature of this date, February 14th. I should indicate as well, it says here on this website, Blu-ray 1 disc or DVD 1 disc. So we still have, it looks like, the option of a DVD as well. So very exciting news indeed in that front as well. So this is the Zeffirelli version of Romeo and Juliet. Next, scheduled for release February 21st, 2023. And this is a title that already exists in the Criterion Collection. It's spine number 336. And this is Richard Linklater's Dazed and Confused. So I should point out here that this is what it currently looks like in terms of the cover art design. But it appears that in addition to the current offerings in the Criterion Collection catalog, the Blu-ray and DVD offerings, I understand, on February 21st, Criterion will make available a 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo 2-disc set. So very, very exciting news indeed. And it says here, for director-approved 4K UHD plus Blu-ray special edition features. It says new 4K digital restoration of the director's cut, supervised and approved by director Richard Linklater and cinematographer Lee Daniel, with 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack, one 4K UHD disc of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR, and one Blu-ray of the film with special features. So, very, very exciting news indeed. Again, we have the Criterion Collection furthering its 4K UHD catalog with these releases or re-releases of new or current titles, Dazed and Confused being one such current title. Very exciting news indeed. This is, of course, a very popular film. I know it has a huge, huge following, and it has many fans and admirers, and it has that type of wonderful, iconic status in terms of a lot of the performances, a lot of the moments, and a lot of the life and the life and times and school life, and those little, or those anecdotal moments that might seem to be fleeting on one level, but are in fact very significant and very personal on another level, and also combined in that wonderful, almost true to life feel of a Richard Linklater work. So, Dazed and Confused, the 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo option availability being made available again February 21st, 2023. So I look forward to exploring what this 4K digital restoration will look like and feel like and experience this. So in terms of the packaging as well. So we shall see. Very exciting news. So once again, we have scheduled for release February 21st, 2023. This is for a title that currently exists in the Criterion Collection. That's spine number 336, but it says 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo option availability for this title, which is Dazed and Confused. Next, scheduled for release February 28th, 2023, and this is for spy number 1172. We have a set, it looks like, and we have a set which includes it seems to include 2 films. Now this is a set or collection which is called 2 Films by Marguerite Duras. So here we have the cover art design right there. And again, you have 2 films included here. Those films being India Song from 1975 and Vera Baxter from 1977. And I should say too that we have a Blu-ray 2-disc option or a 2-disc DVD option. So once again, the DVD availability is still there for these titles, including 2 films by Marguerite Duras. So this is really quite stunning news. Very, very stunning news. I'm kind of taken aback by this news. It says new 2K digital restorations with uncompressed monaural soundtracks on the Blu-rays, excuse me, plus a number of supplements. Marguerite Duras here and her work in terms of literature and cinema and how they are in many ways coinciding, and those 2 sort of interests are combining or merging in many ways when you have these works here, Vera Baxter and India Song. I think it's quite a stunning, visceral, rich experience, and I'm always taken aback. I can speak, for example, about the first time I was so fortunate to be able to see India Song. I wasn't quite sure what to expect. This was some years back, but when I did experience it and watch it and explore it, I was very much stunned. And there's a type of style that is quite undeniable, and the way it seems to sort of fuse a sense of almost a sort of spiritual intimacy together with a type of deliberate sense of a type of existential question or question, I think is really quite potent and very overwhelming indeed, in a wonderful, powerful way. And so we have, again, these offerings being made of these examples of the works of Duras in this set here, 2 films by Marguerite Duras, again, India Song and Vera Baxter. So this is incredibly exciting news, very surprising in a wonderful, excellent way. Criterion does this, right? They always surprise us in these wonderful ways. And so here's another great example of this. Now, it looks like, according to the website here, the Criterion website, the set is spine number 1172. And again, it has 2 films. But when I click on the films themselves, I don't see any spine numbers indicated for the films individually. So it looks like the set is given the spine number 1172, but that is all in terms of spine numbering. So just in case you're interested. But in any event, this is incredibly exciting news. Again, scheduled for release February 28th, 2023. 2 films by Marguerite Duras. Last, but certainly not least, scheduled for release also February 28th, 2023. And this is for spine number 1173. And very exciting news here. This is a work which is from Robert Townsend, described it here as being from 1987. And this is Hollywood Shuffle. Take a look at that cover art. That's really great. Really great. Oh, by the way, I apologize for my very poor presentation of the cover art with this iPad usage. I strongly encourage you, please, to check out the Criterion Collection website directly for better high-resolution pictures of the planned cover art designs. But here's one such great example. Hollywood Shuffle, Robert Townsend. is coming to the Criterion Collection. It looks like new restored 4K digital transfer approved by writer, director, actor Robert Townsend with uncompressed monaural soundtrack. I should point out that the website indicates a Blu-ray disc option only. So there doesn't seem to be any DVD option here for this, unfortunately. But that being said, this title is still being made available, again, at 1173, spy number 1173. And what a film this is. My goodness, I haven't seen this film in quite a while, unfortunately. But I have seen it, and I remember just having such a such a great time with this film. It's and Robert Townsend being such a great voice in terms of cinema and comedy and drama and real tour de force in many respects. And so it's great to see a release like this from Criterion Hollywood Shuffle that is, again, a reminder of how great this film is and wonderful and funny this film is, Hollywood Shuffle. And I just, it's so fun. And it's going to be so great to be able to rewatch this again after a while. So fun indeed, and it's so witty and so clever, and it also has this great type of cinema making spirit to it, which also will serve to celebrate the great artistic legacy of this great artist, Robert Townsend, who is a Renaissance artist in a lot of respects. So I hope that this release will also provide that opportunity to explore and celebrate this aspect of this great filmmaker, talent, artist, again, with this release, Hollywood Shuffle. So very, very exciting news indeed on all fronts, I think. So, and it looks like we have, among other things I see here, a new audio commentary featuring Robert Townsend. So I'm a big fan of the commentary track. I know the commentary track doesn't always occur with releases, but when it does, it's a cause for celebration. So here we have another great one, it's going to be an opportunity for listening to commentary tracks and new. So great stuff indeed. So we have this title, which is Robert Townsend's Hollywood Shuffle. All right, my dear friends, so that's it for now in terms of the releases for February 2023, the planned releases. So what do you think, my dear friends? We have a number of titles that are 4K UHD plus Blu-ray combo titles, so this is very exciting indeed. We also have a number of new titles that are while not all of them are utilizing the DVD option, format option, a number of them are, so we still see the DVD format alive and well, at least in certain respects with certain titles. Not all necessary, but with certain titles. So that's good to see. As far as the those re-releases go, Dazed and Confused, of course, and Kieślowski's Three Colors, the Trois Couleurs trilogy. So this is going to be very exciting to be able to explore or re-explore, as the case may be. So I look forward to that opportunity with you, my dear friends. As far as the new titles are concerned, I mentioned my excitement for them very much, and each in their own ways, respectively, are kind of reminding me of my first watches of them and how I had various reactions to them. Both in terms of a type of enticement and also as a type of curiosity that was piqued in a way that made me want to explore more. And so, and that feeling has not subsided. In fact, with this announcement for these titles like Romeo and Juliet and the Marguerite Duras two films and Hollywood Shuffle, wow. This is going to be further opportunity for exploration, so I'm looking forward to this immensely. I'm very, very impressed so far with the offerings that Criterion Collection seems to be planning for 2023. It looks like it's going to shape up to be a very interesting, exciting year, both in terms of the utilization of the 4K UHD format, plus the introduction of new titles. And also I should point out too, the interesting thing about the two films by Marguerite Duras, this seems also to be maybe a continuation of a trend or a pattern that we have been seeing recently of a release that is like a set that is maybe 2 or 3 titles from a particular filmmaker. So it looks like we're getting a number of those since, say, the latter half of 2022. So we have seen those titles in the past, but it's nice to see them emerge or re-emerge in this way. So that is a wonderful trend that I hope will continue. And then, of course, down the road, in terms of 2023 releases, I'm not sure what's being planned. There have always been rumors abound, of course. So hopefully those rumors, and they are very exciting rumors, might come true. If not, that's okay, because there are always room for surprises as well. I'm always happy to see collector sets, if possible. So maybe Criterion might, down the road one day, provide us with an announcement regarding a box set or something. But in the meantime, I'm very thrilled and very happy with this selection for February 2023. But my dear friends, how do you feel? What do you think about these releases? Please feel free to let me know in the comments section below. As always, I would very much love to hear what it is you have to say. All right, my dear friends, so that's it for now. And so until we meet again, please be happy and healthy and well. And please keep on watching a lot of great, great, great movies. So until we meet again, my dear friends, take very, very good care of yourselves, and cheers.